Well, at first I just thought that they were freckles. Very unattractive blob things on my face.
Makes me feel like a Dalmatian.
Small, round, brown craters.
These are actually age spots.
Dark spots on the skin are ultimately a sign of aging, but renowned healthcare innovator Dr. Stephen Gundry says he's found a solution.
It really goes to the core problem of dark spots.
At about 6 weeks in, my dark spots appeared to be magically erased from my face.
All thanks to a revolutionary doctor and his do-it-at-home technique.
They will be diminished from day one.
And here's why.
I can't believe this, Stephen. I'm turning into my mother.
Those were the exact words my wife said to me, right before she sighed and walked away from the mirror. She was looking at her face. Actually, she was looking at the dark spots that had begun to form on her temples. You know, the type that come with age. There I was, one of the most successful surgeons in the world, with a resume of thousands of lives I had saved. And yet in that moment, I was just a husband, powerless to help the love of my life feel better about herself.
You know, the fact is those dark spots did make Penny feel older than she actually was. And, you know, I was helpless because I didn't have a solution at the time.
That was back in 2002. Today, my wife Penny's skin looks as youthful and even as it did 20 years ago. Just last week, an old friend asked her if she'd had a facelift. She couldn't figure out why she looked so amazing. What happened? Well, I too had begun developing dark spots on my hands and arms, a couple of years before my wife did. And seeing how upset she was made me more self-conscious of my own. It also made me wonder, was there a way to make them less noticeable? After all, your skin completely regenerates itself about every 5 weeks. So I knew it had to be possible. Ultimately, I cracked the code. And that's what I'm going to reveal to you today. I managed to create a breakthrough solution that worked for both of us. One that helps renew fresh, clear skin and allows anyone to reduce the appearance of troublesome age spots, sunspots, liver spots, macules, freckles, no matter what your skin type.
I tried it on my wife, and now she has all of her friends using it.
A recent European study shows uneven skin tone can make others think you're up to 20 years older or less healthy than you actually are. So, if dark spots are plaguing you, making you feel older than you are, if you're looking for a way to get back that youthful glow without laser or chemical treatments, a glow that empowers you to get excited about going out in the sun, feel confident in summer clothing, look younger and healthier, and best of all, feel amazing in your own skin again, just like hundreds of my patients do, then you're going to love what I'm about to share with you. My name is Dr. Stephen Gundry. For 30 years, I've been one of the preeminent heart surgeons in the world. I'm the founder of the Center for Restorative Medicine and the International Heart and Lung Institute, which now has locations in Palm Springs and Santa Barbara. I'm also the author of the New York Times best-selling book, The Plant Paradox, as well as a medical advisor to Usher and Dr. Oz, and the personal physician to celebrities, such as Celia Ward and Tony Robbins. Most of my patients come to see me with serious internal disorders, but once I treat them, they find external problems. Skin issues they've suffered with for years go away too. That's because everything in your body is connected. And while dermatologists usually treat only the symptoms that appear on your skin, sadly, they sometimes fail to address the cause of these problems, which can go much deeper. My research on skincare has been read by dermatologists around the country, and it all began with a single discovery I made in 2001. When I met a patient who had managed to completely reverse his life-threatening heart disease using a special blend of powerful, mysterious super nutrients. Not much was known about these nutrients at the time, so I began to do some research, conducting my own studies. And almost accidentally, I discovered these super nutrients can have many benefits for your health, including the one I want to talk to you about today, your skin. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal to you not only what these super nutrients are, I'm also going to explain how they can help reduce the appearance of your dark spots like nothing you've ever tried before. Sound exciting? Then let's get started. First, I want to quickly explain how dark spots form in the first place, because it isn't simply a symptom of getting older. Like I said, almost all the problems we see on the outside are a sign of something wrong on the inside. So what's happening within your body that's causing dark spots to appear? It's actually a combination of two distinct processes occurring at the same time. The most obvious one is sun damage. When the sun's UV rays hit your skin, they interact with a natural chemical called melanin. Melanin gives your skin its color. The more of it you produce, the darker your skin gets. And you get a lovely suntan. But over the years, the UV damage piles up and causing more permanent pockets of melanin to form. And that's part of what dark spots are. For most people, it's just an inevitable side effect of getting older, and not, as some people think, a mistake made by spending too much time in the sun. But there's a whole other side to this. Something else is going on beneath your skin, inside your body in fact, that is also contributing to your dark spots. It's a process most skincare experts overlook, and one ignored by the makers of creams, bleaches, or other dark spot solutions you may have tried in the past. Which is why they failed you. This process is called glycation.
This is actually a chemical reaction that occurs in all of us from combining too much sugar and too much protein in our diet.
You see, in your body, there are sugars from the foods you eat, structural proteins in your skin, and body heat. Your body heat causes the excess sugars to bond with the proteins, forming a powerful chemical reaction. That's glycation. It's the same thing that happens when you char a steak and the edges get all dark and crispy. That's glycation too, except in your body, the dark, crispy bits form advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. I'm not sure if it's a coincidence that AGE spells age, but they can definitely make you look older.
And so when people say the sun did it, it's not the sun, it's actually the heat combining with the proteins and the sugars in your skin that creates this.
When the sun's harmful UV rays hit your skin, it speeds up the glycation process. And those AGEs cause you to form dark spots. And of course, it is critical you protect your skin from the sun and its damaging UV radiation. But it's just as critical to go after the glycation process that's also causing your dark spots. And until now, no dark spot solution has done that. Of course, something you can start doing right now is to cut down on the sugar in your diet, because the glycation process requires sugar to create harmful AGEs. So, cutting down on sugar is a good idea for lots of reasons, and there isn't a patient of mine I don't tell to do it. But my experience led me to discover a much more powerful solution that directly fights glycation, and it can help fade the appearance of dark spots better and faster than anything else. It harnesses the power of those mysterious supernutrients I told you about a few minutes ago. These supernutrients are called polyphenols. Now, don't be surprised if you haven't heard of polyphenols. Most people haven't. The science on polyphenols is still in its infant stages, which is why we're always learning more about what they can do. Polyphenols are extremely powerful antioxidants found in plants. They actually play an important role in the survival of these plants, which is to protect the fruit they produce from the UV radiation of sunlight. You may see where I'm going with this, but stay with me, because the way polyphenols work is fascinating. So while the plant's fruit is growing, the polyphenols in its skin protect its natural sugars inside from oxidation. I'm sure you've noticed when you cut an apple open. After sitting out for a little while, the apple turns brown, right? That's because the cells of the apple have come into contact with oxygen, causing cellular damage, creating AGEs, and producing melanin. Sound familiar? That's right. The same process by which an apple turns brown is like the one that turns your skin brown. The glycation in our bodies is equal to the oxidation in fruit, but the polyphenols in the skin of the apple prevent this from happening. In fact, fruits that grow at higher altitudes actually have higher levels of polyphenols to better protect the fruit from the sun's UV rays. When I made this connection between polyphenols and UV protection, it was one of those rare aha moments we doctors live for. Because believe me, they don't come along too often. I suspected by harnessing the power of polyphenols, I could produce a skincare breakthrough, one that could help not only my wife, but anyone suffering from the frustration of aging skin and dark spots. I thought about trying to eat even more polyphenol-rich foods, but it occurred to me that this might defeat its own purpose. Because of course, the foods that are rich in polyphenols, such as fruit, also contain high levels of natural sugar. And as you know, too much sugar contributes to the glycation process that helps create dark spots. So it's a bit of a catch-22. But then an idea struck me. What if there was a way to get polyphenols into our skin without any of the sugar? I had our lab at the Center for Restorative Medicine create a new formula, one unlike anything else on the market. In it were nutrient-rich polyphenols, sourced from the highest quality plant sources on Earth. We created a small prototype test batch. I brought home a modest, unmarked jar, and I told Penny to rub the lotion on her face twice a day. Why, she asked. What's in this, Steve? Just try it, I said with a wink. It's a little something I had the lab whip up at work. Penny and I both use the polyphenol cream every day, using up every last drop of it over the next month or so. Although to be honest, we had already started celebrating about a week before that point, because my hunch had been correct.
Not only did it seem those more stubborn spots had faded,
but our skin looked and felt younger and healthier than it had in years. It was softer, smoother, firmer, and had a radiant glow. It was an incredible discovery, yet it made perfect sense.
the polyphenols were fighting the appearance of browning, the same way they protect fruit from browning.
Fresh skin cells were generating completely absent of the appearance of the glycation process. And dark spots.
So we're not bleaching them out, we're not covering them up. What we're doing is going to the root cause of the age spots.
I immediately made this formula my top priority. I got back in the lab with my development team and spent the next few months perfecting it, making sure we were using the absolute finest quality polyphenol extracts we could get. The first one is Meadow Sweet, a fragrant wildflower native to damp meadows of Northern Europe and loaded with polyphenols.
We also included blueberry fruit extract, Japanese green tea extract, and acai fruit extract,
All contain polyphenols that are known for their protective properties against oxidative damage. Finally, after a few trials, we created another small test batch of a formula we're excited about. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Gundry MD Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher, the only dark spot solution to take a potent polyphenol blend and deliver it directly to your skin. By applying this formula to your skin once in the morning, then once at night before bed, you can get all the skin health benefits of a polyphenol-rich diet without having to eat a ton of fruits and vegetables. In fact, it's even more effective because you don't get all that fruit sugar contributing to the glycation process, the one that produces AGEs and causes dark spots to form in the first place.
There is nothing like this on the market because no one's ever attempted to get to the dark spots where they lie, and that's beneath the skin surface.
This method also works fast. Penny and I both noticed a definitive youthful vibrancy return to our skin in just a few weeks' time, whereas changes from your diet tend to take a little bit longer, since nutrients have to make their way from your digestive system outward to your skin. Now, keep in mind that everybody is a little bit different, so your results will vary. Gundry MD Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher also hydrates and nourishes your skin by supporting your skin structure, allowing it to hold in moisture more effectively so your skin will feel soft, smooth, and youthful to the touch. When your skin begins regenerating healthy, youthful skin cells and those dark spots start to fade in just a few weeks, you're going to look in the mirror and see a whole new you. This is a next-level skincare formula that anybody and everybody, male or female, can use to achieve healthy, youthful skin. However, it's important I take a minute to tell you what Gundry MD Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher won't do. First of all, this formula is not a treatment for more serious skin disorders, such as moles or melanoma. If you notice discolored or raised growths on your skin that are new or seem to be getting larger, you should contact your doctor immediately to get it checked out. Gundry MD Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher is designed to reduce the appearance of dark spots on the skin that may be unsightly but benign. And as far as other spot treatments you may have seen or tried in the past, this formula is different from all of them. Why? Because this is the only formula to harness the powerful protective powers of polyphenols, which I can tell you, from the first time Penny and I applied it to our skin, made all the difference in the world. Another big difference between this formula and the others on the market is many of the products at the drugstore contain harsh, unnatural bleaching agents like hydroquinone, which is why our formula only contains ingredients that are 100% healthy and effective. Finally, one of the biggest factors that sets our formula apart from the rest is, quite frankly, the price. As a special thank you for watching, and in our effort to get the word out about this great formula, for a limited time, we're reducing the price of Gundry MD Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher all the way down to only $49 a bottle. Best of all, every single jar of Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher comes with Gundry MD's 90-day money-back guarantee. Yes, that means you can use every single drop, and if you don't experience a dramatic reduction in the appearance of dark spots on your skin, just send it back, and we'll happily return every cent of your purchase price, no questions asked, even if it's just the empty jars. That's how confident I am in this groundbreaking new formula. So I want you to use it all and experience the incredible change for yourself. So click the Next Step button below and let's get started. Our website is fully protected by the latest security technology, so your order is 100% secure. And our warehouse is based in the USA, with a team of friendly customer service specialists standing by if you have any questions. You can call us 7 days a week at 800-852-0477 with questions about your order, or just to tell us the changes you've started to notice since using Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher. When our polyphenol blend begins to take effect in your skin, I'll bet you'll say to yourself exactly what my wife did. I didn't think this was possible. Believe me, as a doctor, I'm trained to be skeptical, to not trust anything that isn't backed by scientific evidence. And that's exactly why I'm so excited about this dark spot solution and what it can do not only for your skin, but for your life. Imagine looking in the mirror, running your fingers over your skin, and realizing that it's become smooth, fresh, and youthful once again. Imagine what it would feel like to put on a dress, sleeveless shirt, or shorts, and not have to worry about what your skin looks like. Imagine what it would be like to walk confidently out into the world again, the sun shining down on you, and you think, what a beautiful day it is. I'm deeply grateful you've chosen to spend this time with me today. I encourage you to click the Next Step button below and experience exactly what Gundry MD Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher can do for you, completely risk-free. Thanks for watching. For Gundry MD, I'm Dr. Stephen Gundry.